Okay, we should be good.
Okay.
Okay, so Chicago. Everybody give your introductions. So Dino
Guys,
is
it's
usually
Dino.
every time.
And this is
What?
oh
No, it's because every time I say Dino is usually the one to go first, he starts.
Well, that's a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny. Anyway, sorry. Go on with your introduction.
and I'm Heart Cloud Productions, which is you can call me Addison over here because I am well, I'm new to this chat, so I'm gonna experience what being in a podcast is like.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Okay, and I'm Samurai, your host as always. I'm here all the time. So today we're going to be talking about episode 66, the Go Baby episode. So this should be pretty interesting. So who would like to go first?
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Addison, would you like to go first? Because usually
I'll go
Dino goes.
first.
Yeah, okay.
When I watched the episode, I thought it was gonna be a rehash of the XY episode when Bonnie was taking care of Flabebe. But but from the but after I watched the episode, I just think it was a pretty good watch. Now now with the flaws, I do think that the flower searching in the first half was kind of meh because it kind of dragged out a little too long or the pacing was kind of slow. But around like the second half, it started to pick up and I did see that it's going to towards the good territory. Which is let me compliment the ending. Like, oh my gosh, it it just feels so emotional with how Go is letting Floette go as a way to like help restore white flowers, which is I just really love that moment at the end because this is another case of a moment where I just love Go because oh my gosh, this just makes me love him even more because he gives the permission to have his Pokemon do what he thinks that they think that they are best at doing. So I just really compliment Go in this episode to helping this wife of Flower Flabebe.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The ending was really good. Well, should I go next?
Oh yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, like everyone, basically, I thought it was gonna be a boring filler, but surprisingly, it was a really solid episode. Well, first of all, it is similar to not only the XY episode, but like from the style, pretty similar to the previous filler Go had with Drizzle and also with the Celebi, like to go with this emotional touch. I like it always more if Go has this like emotional filler instead of other fillers that are kind of boring, but these rely on storytelling and emotion instead of hype and other teasers. So yeah, that's really good. I must say at the end, I don't know normally cry like at stuff, but I got a little teary eyed at the end, especially when Grookey cried. Like that was so adorable. Yeah. And yeah, the episode I agree with Madison that the pacing was kind of slow, but I don't mind too much since it's a filler. Like I wouldn't mind if it was like Ice versus Iris, if it had pacing errors. I would rant, but this is okay for a filler. So yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10.
That's the same score I give this episode too.
Mm.
And now it's time for everybody to hate me because I thought this episode was it was fine. Like nothing too eventful. Like I get why people got sad when Go released the Flabebe and like why Grookey was crying, but in my opinion, I didn't really feel anything because like we've barely seen this Flabébé. We spent one episode with it, to be honest. Like, I get why Go is sad because Ish probably has spent time with it, but we haven't spent time with it. We just spent one episode with it. That's like if Butterfree, we only had Butterfree for one episode, and then it got released the very next episode. I don't think we would feel very sad for it. Or like if Ash got Ash Greninja in one episode and then released it the very next episode, I don't think we would get too sad at that because again, it's the next episode. I don't really care about this like Flabébé as a whole or Floette now that it's a Floette. Like I don't really care. I understand why, but it's like it's a 5 out of 10.
Fair.
I see.
Yeah, no, I was very harsh on this episode.
It's all right.
Yeah, well, I can understand.
Yeah, I just don't get it because it's like I was on Twitter and I saw people like, "Oh yeah, I'm literally crying right now. Oh my god, this episode's so emotional." So it's like, okay, maybe this episode was actually really good. I watched the episode. This episode was just a standard Pokemon Journeys episode in the best way possible, if that's how I can say it.
Yeah, well, it's
all
becoming
right.
standard. Yeah.
It's
Well,
very. Yes.
There is something that I might add is that, well, don't add me at this. This is where in the point of the episodes that I watch is I'm just not becoming a fan of Grookey coming along on these adventures because I just see him as just there. And
I love Grookey, though.
And I just don't see anything in terms of like, well, like being in the episode itself, but hey, I'm getting used to Mons like being a part of episodes that they don't belong but have background moments. It's just that I'm starting to not care for Grookey right about now.
Well, I said it once in a podcast, but Grookey, although being like one of my starters in the games, I really dislike Ghost Grookey because I know it is his personality, but he is just straight up annoying sometimes. Like they try to do like comedic moments with it, but it doesn't land with me. Like I just find it annoying that that he is destroying everything.
The first few times I can accept, but if it's Grookey appearing in every single episode after its capture or debut, it kind of gets annoying.
Yeah, definitely.
To be honest, I actually like Grookey because I find him quite endearing. Because some of these episodes can be boring, and Grookey can fix that. Like, Grookey does make some of these episodes for me. Like, this episode, I can argue was super slow. So when Grookey was on screen and something was actually happening that wasn't just, "Hey Ash, we need to go to the Kalos region so we can go get this white flower." Spend like what 2 minutes looking for the white flower. Nothing happens. Grookey's causing some mischief. I'm interested. Without Grookey there, these episodes become very boring and slogging for me. But like, I can understand why people don't like Grookey. Again, I think people are still trying to get over Sobble evolving and Scorbunny being Cinderace now.
Yeah, because well, it's just me that I just think that the joke of Grookey being a little troublemaker is getting kind of stale if he appears in every single episode, which is it's like taking away the whole like.
Yeah. I mean, he's like a monkey, so like he's a monkey, so you would only like expect him to cause him to mischief. It's like how Sobble cried. Yeah, it's like how Sobble cried in every episode. But yeah, I think we should probably get into the preview of the next episode.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'm only gonna say this. This is Sonic Adventure 2 in a nutshell. For those who played Sonic Adventure 2, you guys know what I'm talking about.
I've heard of it.
So basically, Pikachu's getting framed for a crime he didn't commit, but probably a Pokemon that looks like Pikachu. What I'm guessing is it's Moro Pico and it's Team Rocket. That's probably what it is.
Oh yeah, that's a good theory.
Yeah, because it's the same
I've seen memes of how this is becoming a a meme of how like Pikachu is getting arrested
Oh yeah.
for like committing some sort of crime, and I just keep on laughing out loud at the memes.
It's just it's just Ash watching TV. Yeah, some idiot's Pikachu's getting arrested. Yo, Ash, where's Pikachu? Oh no! Oh no, that's my Pikachu.
I've seen a picture like that, and then I bursted out laughing.
But this episode looks to be pretty standard. So if you guys want to say your opinions on it, knock yourself out.
Hmm. I think it's gonna be a fun police force filler because I'm all up for like fillers that are gonna try to like go into some sort of mystery of what's happening, and if it's like something that can keep me entertained or or if there's moments that I do find that are good, then I'm I'm gonna give it a watch any day because, well, I always give episodes a chance, even though some of them might not feel that good. Like the two
Yeah.
porters.
Very fair. That's fair.
Well,
Yeah, you know what
that's
I'm
kind of
talking
my
about.
problem. That's kind of my problem with the episode. Even like I don't like two-parters, but like the plot of the episode and the preview just make it look like it would fit more as a two-parter because it has like this exaggerated comedic style, and I really don't think that it has potential to hold a whole episode. Like sometime in the middle, Team Rocket's gonna come in, and
Mhm.
then there will be a gacha battle, and then the half of the episode will be like Team Rocket shenanigans that no one wants. Like they could have cut it to a two-parter.
In
Yeah,
fact, I think
yeah.
like the original plan for these. I think the original plan for these two episodes were for these two episodes to be a two-parter, but I think they saw the backlash of how the other two parters did, and they decided to go against it. Because these, like the Go for the Baby episode and this episode, could probably fit in a two-parter if they could.
Well, I don't know if they want to like fit the release like it is something big like in a two-parter, but yeah, maybe they
It's
wanted
not
to
really.
do a two-parter with the Grookey and Eevee.
It's not really big because Journeys never changes the status quo. Like if a Pokemon gets released, it doesn't really feel like a Pokemon got released. If you feel me, because when Gudra got released, like we could actually see it in the teams. Like it was different. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
if someone like I feel like if Drizzle got released, nothing would change in the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Journeys hates changing its status quo. Like everything needs to be the same way it started as the same way it ended.
I
Mm-hmm.
totally get it.
Hmm. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this next episode. Next episode should be something to experience. I can't tell if it's going to be good or bad, but all I can tell you is it's going to be another filler episode before we get to the episode everybody's waiting for.
Which is
Prediction is the first
Gary's
half will be
return.
like, oh
Gary's
yeah,
return. I'm talking about we see Totodile on screen again. Who's Gary? I'm talking about Totodile. We see
not
Totodile on screen
Oshawott.
again. I like Oshawott, but like at the same time, I like Totodile too. I've seen more Oshawott than I've seen of Totodile, so I'm more excited to see Totodile back.
I
Fair.
can't wait to see Sam lose it when he sees Ash interacting with his Charizard.
Yeah.
I
Can't
deal with
wait to
Sam
see him
enough.
lose it.
I deal with Sam enough on this podcast. I deal with Sam and Dino enough on this podcast. It's like it's the
Me.
three wolves meme where the two yes you. It's the two wolves laughing. That's Sam and that's Dino, and I'm the one wolf frowning because every time I say something, it's like cringe.
And you're not gonna mention a Salami?
Salami's a whole other beast because me and Salami have been friends for a long time. So it's like at this point I'm used to Salami. You guys are a whole other beast too. I gotta even say anything. So
Yeah.
I
what else?
say
My boys.
Basically, every
Yeah, my boy.
podcast is just we laughing at Samurai.
Don't remind me.
Yeah.
I might
Well,
get
my pre-
used to that.
I think we
Yeah.
can move into the topics for the what you call them, like because we put a topics chat in there, which nobody uses, but I'm still gonna check it out. So one of the things, so we're gonna do Addison's what you call the thing first because it fits with the conversation of our thoughts on Pokemon journeys. So I'll let Dino go first.
On as a whole.
So far.
I'm
Oh yeah.
guessing.
Well, if we like see this like objectively, it is not that bad, but I considering its concept and what it promised and what it wanted to and the potential, it is a disappointment so far. I won't say it is bad because it has very much very much yeah much very much good parts, but also like yeah, a lot of bad parts considering what it wants to do. Like it promised Lucario, but like we see it as Riolu and then never see it as Lucario, like once or something. Gengar gets
I
shafted.
don't like that treatment.
Yeah, and like I understand that they want to do something new with the World Championship and giving Pokemon like spotlight in periods, like first Riolu and then Farfetch and now I don't know. And yeah, well, it could be better, but I won't say it's a bad series, just a letdown, I would say.
Can I share mine?
Yeah, knock yourself out.
All right. Well, from my experience of watching this series, um, don't hate me for this, but I'm actually enjoying this series. Despite the many flaws that I keep on noticing and when I was watching the episodes and how it's structured, I still enjoy the series for what it is and how I don't let expectations like get too highly of me. Even though the good episodes that are like are shown as like fan service episodes, but I still enjoy them nonetheless. And I do enjoy some of the filler episodes of this series. Even some of the ones that people think that are just low in terms of rating. Like I kind of enjoy episode 48 with Lucario and
Highly enjoyed that.
Cinderace.
I knew it.
I'm sorry, but that that's me. So and the whole like episodic nature, I don't let it bother me that much because it if it does bother me, then I don't have a good time, and I tried to have a good time with watching these episodes, and I just like I just put it in the back of my mind like I'll just keep it like I'll talk about it once the series is over, but I don't let it bother me. And the only biggest flaw that I just think that is totally like bothersome for me is how Ash is lacking in terms of having his journeys mons appear on screen. Like I can understand for battles and everything, but why not just have them like roam around and in the adventure somehow and have them like interact with each other. Now, as Pokemon on their own, they're pretty interesting, but they just lack as being a team. And that is basically my flaw that I
Yeah,
just that
it's a
is
pretty common complaint I see a
really
lot.
bothersome for me.
That's a common complaint I see a lot. So I guess it's my turn. I think I was one of the earlier haters of Journeys when it came to like Journeys content as a whole. I say I started like criticizing Journeys around I want to say the Koharu and Ponyta episode. If anybody remembers that one,
It's one of my favorite Chloe episodes.
I think that's a good episode. But that's when I started looking at Journeys as it's like a good series. Overall, I think Journeys is an series. Like it's not good, it's not bad. It has some really good moments, and when it gets good, it's really good. But when
when it gets bad, it's really bad. Like the two-parters are just the shining examples. Like there's only been one good two-parter, and the other two-parters were trash. Like I'm not even joking. Like I know like people like the two-parters, and Addison just said she likes the filler, so I'm trying not to be like super like
Offensive to like those people's opinions, but like in my opinion, those were like a waste of time because considering Ash's goal in this series, which is the World Championships, is handled horribly in terms of the ranking system and whether or not he's doing it. Because like we skipped, he was at 1,000, and then we skipped to 400. We skipped 600 rankings. So it's like and then we spend like 2 episodes on two-parters. So it's like Journeys has some messed up priorities along with like showing Ash's team. Because for the longest time, it was just Lucario, Cinderace, and Pikachu. Now Lucario is nowhere to be seen, and it's just Grookey and Pikachu. And then they keep on flip-flopping between who they want to show. Dragonite just last episode had like one of the better battles in Journeys, and now where is Dragonite? We don't see it. We still haven't seen Gengar. The last time we saw Gengar, it was creeping out Renji. So it's like Journeys has some messed up priorities when it comes to things. I think Journey has some like really good points, but like its bad points outweigh its good. So I'm gonna say it's mediocre right now for me.
I want to add something. Like, I saw this on Twitter, and it perfectly summarizes how I see Journeys. Like, if you make your if you turn your brain on, it's like a 4 out of 10. But if you turn your brain off, it is an 8 out of 10. Like some of the episode, if you just think about it, you won't enjoy it. If you just like turn your brain off and just enjoy it, you might enjoy it. But I'm like a person, I always like to like my whole channel is about breaking stuff down. And once I start thinking about these episodes, I just realize how nonsensical they are. So yeah, maybe sometime we just have to like sit down and enjoy it. But still, I can't help but like use my brain.
That's fair.
Can I also add something too?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. From what Dino said about how you can enjoy the series and you just turn off your brain and everything, I do have that kind of mindset where I do enjoy the episodes even with my brain is like literally on. It's just that I just don't let the flaws like bother me that much because when it comes to like just watching the episodes and just having a fun experience, I do have a good time, but I do have the instance where I'm not blind to the flaws because if I do see the series critically, then I would say it's like okay at best because I do see the flaws, but I just don't let the flaws bother me while I watch these episodes because that's basically my mindset when I watch episodes from a certain series or anime.
that's fair.
But yeah, the way I describe Journeys is like how I describe the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
It's like you're in a rake factory, and like every time you walk, the rake hits you on the head, but
You keep on walking, so it's like a rake factory. You keep on getting hit in the head, but you need to keep on walking to get out. So that's how I describe Journeys. But yeah, off of that note, let's head into our secondary topic.
someone asked us to talk about Venom 2, the trailer. So
No matter how much I try, I kind of escape Marvel in this podcast because every episode since episode 3, I want to say, we have talked about Marvel in some shape or form.
I see.
So, Dina, do you want to go first?
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the Venom 2 trailer. Because
he's a nerd.
yeah, well, you can laugh at me, but like I just like don't
I
like
will.
horror stuff, and I heard like the Venom 2 will be like R-rated and like horror based, so I don't plan on watching it. I watched Venom 1. It was okay.
Wasn't that horror
Yeah.
based? Wasn't that horror based? It was pretty soft.
The main character is Carnage, literally the killing machine.
Yeah, but they didn't show him like killing anybody. They
just showed us
was like 3D like appearance. That's pretty much all they showed.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Venom 2 trailer. Like, I'd enjoy, like, I didn't even watch Venom the movie. I just know, like, the story because Eddie Brock is probably going to be that story. So it's like, it seems like a good movie. That's all I can say. I like Venom as a character. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. So it's like, yeah, I'm happy to see it. I'm glad that Carnage is actually getting some action. So I would prefer him in, like, the MCU as a Spider-Man villain to, like, Tom Holland Spider-Man. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with what we're getting.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I will have to leave now. So
Because
Yeah.
Dino's
Alright.
a nerd.
say what you want. When Sam and
Yeah,
Salami are here again, we will believe you.
No, yeah, I know. I'm enjoying this. Let me enjoy it.
Well, I have to go. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, bye, Dino.
Bye. So
I just have
so
one more. Yeah, I just have one
so
more topic.
hearing
Oh, did you have?
to be honest, from the topic you guys were talking about, I actually didn't see it, so
That's
I
fine. That's
can't
fine.
make an opinion.
That's fine. That's completely fine. I was about to like mention like because for any Dragon Ball fans we have in the audience, we're getting a new Dragon Ball movie that's coming out next year. At the end of this year, we're getting a new Dragon Ball movie. So any Dragon Ball fans in our comment section, you can go wild. So one more topic we gotta bring up is E3 this year. So again, I'm a Sonic fan, so Sega said that they do have some Sonic stuff planned to release. So like they want to announce some stuff. So we'll have to wait and see for that. So Addison, is there anything you're excited for in the coming months?
All right. I'm kind of a bit of a Sonic fan too, but I did not notice the whole the whole announcement about that. So again, I can't make an opinion about that either.
That's fair. That's fair because like the apparently what I've heard is that they want to make a Sonic announcement and they have things planned for him as it's the 30th anniversary. So it's like whatever happens, happens. That's all I can say. So is there anything you want to think before we end the podcast? We'll talk about this general stuff.
Um, I don't think I don't have anything to add in anyway.
All right then. Okay. So I'll just do one more double check to see if there's anything I gotta add to make sure if there's like anything like last minute that people should know. So otherwise, yeah, this has been a very short podcast episode, not too long because again, probably they were all busy. I don't blame them. So they're all probably busy because this is not our usual time. We usually do at 3, so I guess they're trying to get used to the time. So otherwise, we're going to end the podcast here as there is nothing else left for me to say. Oh wait. Katy Perry just released Electric, the Pokemon music video thingamajigger.
Mhm.
Watched it?
I did.
I did. Do you want to share?
I might give it a watch. I've heard of it, but I might give it a watch later.
Yeah. It was mid for me. Like it was very mid. If that's what I can say. Because I saw people like, oh my god, the song slaps. So I listened to the song. It's a very generic Katy Perry song. If you know Katy Perry's music sounds like you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's a very generic Katy Perry song with Pikachu in it.
So, are we gonna end the podcast here?
Yeah, we're ended here.
All right.
Link, plug your stuff.
All right.
Yeah, just so much again. Can you send me the link to your channel on my plugin and DM because I don't have a so I can put it in the description.
I'll send the link.
Yeah, okay. Also, if you can name your channel, I will do the audience again so they can go subscribe to the channel because she seems very
All right. and my YouTube channel is called Heart Cloud Productions.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, be sure to subscribe to her. Be sure to subscribe to the Divine Criminals content in the next week. This next week will be some content for my channel. Anyways, this is Samurai and this is Addison signing out. I hope you enjoyed the Master podcast. Dino's still in there because he told Blue he was solvable because he's a psychopath. Anyways, this is Master podcast signing out.
Bye.
Bye.